Well, hey, at home for the first time this season, you get a win, a tie, and double overtime. So I guess making up for some lost time at home, why not? Why play regulation game when you can a couple of overtimes? Just thoughts on your home appearance this season, the Lumberjack Classic?
Yeah, we just wanted to give the fans their money's worth this weekend, make sure they get to see the guys as much as possible. No, it was a lot of fun. The fans were great. There was great crowds on both days. They were very loud. It was a great home field advantage, and I'm sure the guys felt welcomed and warm feelings about that, and it was a lot of fun. It was a good weekend.
You guys have had a month long with non-league games now, getting into conference play this week, the first conference opener this week at East Bay. So going into this opener, you got to like the way you guys are playing and going into this, you tie on Saturday, but things are good right now.
Definitely. The defense is playing well. The team is playing better. We've gotten better every game. We've gotten more consistent every game. We're very excited to get started with the conference tournament. The conference schedule. Obviously, playing against some very difficult teams every week, but that's what it's about. That's what makes it fun.
Looking at video, what have you seen about East Bay?
They've had a little inconsistent results. They started off a little bit slow, but they've recovered. They won, I think, 2 of their last 3, and are playing very well right now. So I expect they're going to be a very difficult opponent. We beat them at home last year and then lost to them at their place. So we're playing at their place this year. So my expectation is it's going to be a very difficult game on Friday.
Good record to start the season, but how much of it this week in conference play do you guys want to make a stand and say, hey, this was not good, but now you want to have some success in the conference?
Exactly. We want to keep it going. The guys have gotten a lot of confidence in the last couple of weeks. We haven't lost since our first game now. And the longer we can keep that going, obviously, the better for our confidence and moving that process forward. 2 big games, obviously, in conference are always difficult, but we always have a bit of a rivalry with Sonoma State, and I'd like to get that win on Sunday as well, but we can't look past East Bay. We've got to focus on that and get the first game out of the match out of the way on Friday and see what we can do. We're going down to the Bay Area and hoping to come back with 6 points.
Hey, Coach, going to Sonoma on Sunday, I heard they have a very good turnout with their crowd down there. And what's it going to be like for you guys going into that hostile environment, especially in conference? Is it harder to play in an opponent's field in conference versus non-conference? And how do you guys adjust to that?
Yeah, they call it home field advantage for a reason. Yeah. And Sonoma always has one of the best crowds in the area. I know I worked there for 4 years, so I was a benefactor of that for the time that I spent there. So, they always have a good pro home crowd there. So it definitely makes it more difficult, but it just also fires our guys up to come in and compete harder and try to find a way to get a win on an opponent's home field.
Looking at the conference schedule in 5-1, how do you think the opponents you played in the preseason would stack up in the CC2A?
Especially the 2 that we played this last weekend would do very well. They were both very, very good opponents. I was very pleasantly surprised at the level of both Holy Names and BYUY. They both were very tough teams, and I would expect them to do very well. Holy Names has lost a couple of games to teams in our conference, but they've been very close. So we're very happy with the level of competition we played in preseason, and I think it'll set us up well to go into the level of competition we expect this weekend.
So you definitely think you're ready for conference play?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
And how is CC2A play different than what maybe you see elsewhere in the West region?
Over the last couple of years, the other conferences in our region have really moved forward. There's a lot of new teams in the region, and there are several fully funded teams, so there's a lot of talent moving into our region. I was actually just speaking with one of the other coaches in the region this morning about this, and every game is a battle, even in our region, not just in our conference. There's no more of these cupcake games anymore. Every single week you're going to play a tough game.